And now, Minion Works presents Freelance Heroism.
Hey everybody, welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Deese.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we even get started, we just want to say big thank you to all of our patrons out there, in particular the people who donate at the producer tier. Rachel, would you like to tell us who they are?
I would love to. So we want to say thank you to the Minion Works, Mo Walker, Rebecca, Chris Deeds, Chris Sones, Christopher Hildebrand, Breakmeister, Orient_Tiger, and Ario Teabaggin. Thank you so much, you guys.
Yes, thank you. You help us make a better show for everyone. Just a big round of applause to everyone out there who does. Mm-hmm. So, since I don't get claps and stuff like that, let's give you a jazz snap. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like we just read a cool beat poem. Right on. So, some internet trouble.
Yeah.
Rachel.
You just went robot-y.
We've been having some internet trouble. The irony of that is insanity. Apparently my speeds are really good.
Mm-hmm.
My internet connection is unstable.
Yeah.
But it is not stable, apparently, is what I was going to say. I don't know. So.
I don't know. Isn't there like a hurricane or something in your neighborhood?
Probably. There's like 10,000 of them now, so probably. I don't even know what we're calling them anymore. We've already got to Zeta. What's the next one?
Just name numbers.
God, that is.
It's going to be a new alphabet that's just for hurricanes.
This is Hurricane Qualata. It's a noise that's only made by. Actually, no, wait, because I just made the noise. That doesn't make any sense. Cut that.
Well, you lagged out at as you were saying it, so it didn't capture it. Maybe
I did. Maybe the noise couldn't be heard.
It's mysterious.
Ooh. Maybe leave it in then. Okay, well, we're going to try to do the best we can.
Yes.
It's doing this.
You cut out right after you said we're going to do the best we can.
This is dramatically bad. Okay. Because, like as we've said, it's probably difficult for the internet to manage. So we'll turn off the video. I'm sorry, Rachel. You'll have to. I know. I had to deprive you of this whole visual. They can't see it anyway. So you see this.
You cutting out still.
I don't know what to do for you about that. Okay?
I understand. I know you're not doing it.
Yeah.
But if I just ignore it, then I have to deal with it when I edit.
You're right. So should I get angry again so that it isn't glitchy? Should I? The game won't sound like this, guys.
No.
You might want to leave this all in just to explain how much we wanted to get this intro done for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just leave it for them and be like, this is what it would sound like if we didn't have patrons. I don't know. Do we need to stuff?
I heard, do we need to stuff?
I don't know how to fix this.
I don't. Do you mean maybe if I turn off my video? Maybe that will help you a little bit.
I can't imagine it would. You weren't broadcasting enough energy.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, probably. I like how our names get highlighted. 2 years. Yep. Awesome. Hold on. Let's see if I can. Let's just argue at the same time and see who gets control of the panel.
It's gonna be you.
It's gonna be me because I talk bad. God damn it! Get over here, Box. Jesus. That's like the worst game of Pong. Okay. You're cutting out. I'm cutting out. Everyone's cutting out.
Maybe this is just a short intro this week.
Okay. Okay, guys, we're having internet trouble, so this is going to be a short intro. Hey, guys, isn't that thing silly? I hate it. Here's the angry rant about it. Blah, 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 blah. I'm so angry. 0 out of 10. 0 stars. Would not recommend. Okay. Let's go to the episode.
All right, so this week's episode is episode
It's-
number
Sorry.
episode 4 of The Mask and the Mechanism. Enjoy.
The mechanism's broke. The internet is so bad right now. What happened? All right. So we're just gonna roll all the frogs independently. So it's 1 on Rachel. It's 2 on Rachel. So what's your AC? The first two for sure hit, by the way.
18.
Okay. All right, and then on Nate. Fuck you, Nate. This frog critted. Critted Nate. What's your AC, Nate?
18.
Okay, 2 hits on Rachel and a frog crit on Nate. So let's do the frog crit first because that's funny.
Hey, Pops, don't croak.
Yeah.
It's
Remind me to
going
slap you when we're done with this.
It is going to bite you, and it's going to deal 10 damage on a crit, frog crit.
All right.
Okay, Rachel, then you had 2 hits on you.
Mhm.
7 damage from one. Okay. What? 7 damage from the other.
Okay.
Sorry about that. That was really hard rolls for you guys. It was a crit on you, and then you got max damage
All right.
twice. It'll be Nate's turn now, right?
Yeah, I believe that is correct. All right.
You can see there are now 8 frogs up around you.
Fantastic. All right. So I am going to go ahead first, and the one that bit me, little fucking fuck,
Okay.
gonna cast Hunter's Mark on him. So make him my hunter, make him my quarry. Then I will go ahead and I'm going to smack that son of a bitch with my longsword.
Okay.
How does a 20 feel against you, Mr. Frog Fuck?
Feels like it hits that son bitch.
Good. So that takes 9 plus an extra D6 for my quarry. Nope. Roll it. Another one. So that's 10 points of damage on the first attack.
Okay.
And then I will go ahead and attack again with my longsword. You fuck. Nope. No, I won't. That'll just be a 9. So that's going to miss.
Closer than you think, though. Sit down.
Yeah.
Let me know the numbers when you get it.
Yep. Not gonna, I don't want to waste that yet.
How much
So,
damage did you do?
9 points total. Sorry, 10 points total with the Hunter's Mark. That's good. I'm done.
Frog is still up. Rachel,
Yes.
it is your turn to
Okay.
counter Frog. You each have 4 on you.
Okay. All right. I will start with my short sword attack.
Okay, so yeah, do your thing. I'm just going to illustrate something while you roll. The frogs are so loud at this point, being so close to you and making so much loud noise. Their bodies are swelling up and shrinking and swelling up and shrinking. Their gullets are doing that. Is anyone here smaller than 5 feet? No one's. I didn't think I had to worry about that. Good, lucky you.
Yeah, we're not going to get eaten.
Also, you guys can't communicate with each other. You or cast any spells that require you to say words without having to pass some sort of check to know where you're at while you're talking. It's like 2 people trying to talk at each other,
Mhm.
kind of getting disoriented.
Okay. My first attack misses.
Would you roll?
I got a nat 1.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a miss.
And then I'm going to use my extra attack to attack again, and I get a nat 20.
Yeah, you.
9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to do an unarmed strike.
Okie doke.
25 to hit.
That is a hit.
That's 7 bludgeoning damage.
So you did 9 on the last one and 7 this time?
Yes.
It's fucked up, but it's still alive.
Okay. And then I would like to use a key point.
She wants this frog dead.
I'm going to spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes. Oh, wait, no, that's a bonus action.
You already used the bonus action, right? For your second attack?
Is it oh, yeah, sorry. So I don't do that. No, I don't want to spend key to do that. Okay, that's it. It's my turn.
Okie doke. D-Walk, you can get into battle position, and there is maybe 1 frog that is sort of in your area.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my distance as much as I can.
I'm gonna go stealth.
No.
I'm gonna wait for a time to line up all the frogs.
I'm gonna cast greater invisibility and hide in the corner, waiting for the ultra.
You get over here and fight these frogs.
Don't
Make me.
Don't make me put a hoof up your ass.
The one that's
Hey,
on
Dad,
his
calm down. I got
deathbed-
the fiber. It'll regulate you. You'll be good. All right.
The one that's on his deathbed is like, goodbye, my baby. Goodbye, my honey. Goodbye, my ragtime gal.
My Eldritch Blast 720-foot clearance, and I got a 60-foot dark vision. I'm pretty sure I could pick them off from the distance.
Okay, what are you doing?
Firing off my 2 beams of Eldritch Blast.
Okay, you have to roll to hit.
Yeah. The first beam goes off with a 21, and the second one goes off with a 18.
Okay, both hits.
All right.
Give me some damage on this froggo.
First beam is 11 damage, and the second beam is 12.
It is dead. You have exploded a frog, and Rachel, why don't you go ahead and roll a dex check for me just to see if you were capable of getting this goop on you.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Just because it's fun.
Is this a dex check or dex save?
It's a dex check because you saw the goop coming
Okay.
and trying to get out of there. You're not going to fall down if it gets you.
That would be a 12 on my dex check.
We'll say that the goop mostly misses you, but a little bit does get on you because I think it's funny. Just a little bit.
Okay, great.
Okay, so that was D-Walk, so now it's frog turn. There are now 7 frogs up because D-Walk nuked one. So the first roll will be on Rachel. Miss. That frog missed so bad that he leapt at you and hit his head on the side of the rim. And he's like, "Rah!" Just made a noise like that. Second one, miss. It's like, Jesus, these frogs suck. Okay, Nate. 4 on Nate.
18's the number you're looking for.
No. Crit frog is a murderer.
There.
Sorry.
There, I turned my bullshit detector on. This is bullshit.
Miss. Okay, so crit frog says,
Crit Fog says,
ribbit bitch, 13 damage.
Ooh.
2 6s,
Alright.
bro. 2d6, roll to 12.
fuck you
Plus-
and your frog too.
It's okay, Pops. I got a potion with your name on it.
This frog is the hero of legend. He is the king of his people. He is King Frog, and he knows no danger that is too mighty for his mighty tongue slash.
Put a cloven hoof up his ass.
Okay, well, the frogs are done.
And don't worry, Pops. I got a funnel and a hose too, so we'll be all set.
Nate, if you would like to take vengeance on the hero frog. the
Yeah,
frog
I'm
of
taking
war.
vengeance on that fucking hero frog. First thing I'm going to do as a bonus action is I'm going to channel divinity and apply my vow of enmity against it.
Has anyone here played Chrono Trigger?
No.
Oh, okay, it's been a long, long time.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. This is the frog that wields Masamune, the fucking samurai frog. This
Oh,
is him. And he's not fucking around.
All right. Is this still the same? Is that hero frog still the same one that I had my hunter's mark on?
No.
Okay. Okay. So let me reverse order here then to make that right. First things first, I'll go ahead and I'll kill the frog, or I'll attempt to kill the frog with my first attack. So this is still the one that's got the hunter's mark on it.
Okay.
That is a 18 versus AC. I think that'll do the job.
That will.
All right.
But
So-
Hero Frog is different. I've just modified him in game.
Okay,
In the
sure.
moment, he has grew up as a tadpole inside of one of the carcasses and now has plate mail.
Great. He's got
Doesn't jump.
So nearly dead frog takes 6 points of damage.
She's
Does that
out.
kill it? Okay, so I'm not even gonna roll. Okay. As a let's see then with my hunter's mark, I believe I get to transfer that. Yep. I can use that to. I'll put my hunter's mark now on fuckface frog.
Sir Hopsalot?
Sir Hopsalot, yeah. How does that work? Is that?
I had to look up how many frogs would be dangerous for people, and this is the number they gave me.
All right. So is channel divinity? Okay, that's how that works. Got it. So I'm only going to have one action left then. So I will now attack Hero Frog.
Okay.
But this is with my vow of enmity upon him. So hopefully this fucking hits. 21 to the fucking face, you piece of shit. How about that?
You have struck the hero frog, and his people cry out in anger. Rivet, rivet.
Actually, I get advantage because of the vow of enmity. So let me
Do it.
see if I can crit this motherfucker. That would be nice.
Crit frog? That's not how this works. Oh my god!
Fuck you! Fuck!
Critted on crit frog?
I critted on frog. Yeah.
Okay, give me some crit damage on crit frog.
Suck it. See? Switch it. All right, so double damage, right?
Yep, double dice damage.
Okay, so 2 and 4 is 6 plus 2 is 8. It's got my hunter's mark on it, so it'll get 8 plus another 6 is 14, and I think that's all I get, right? Yes. Yep, 14 points of damage.
The hero frog stands defiant.
Actually, you know what? Fuck that. Do I get to use that? Divine Smite. When you hit with a melee attack weapon, you can expend one spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target.
I'm so happy you're blowing cooldowns on a fucking frog. This is the
No,
best thing.
I was trying to make sure. No, I don't want to do that because I've already used one spell slot. Nope, that's good. All right.
Oh, it's
I'm
so
done.
good. I want you to fucking holy smite the frog.
No, okay, I'm done.
Okay, it is Rachel's turn.
Okay.
Rachel, if I'm not mistaken, you have 3 on you, correct?
I believe so. One of them's pretty injured, or is that the one that Thrush killed?
It's 3 and 3. He killed one. You have another one that's super wounded. And then there's 2 more on you that have taken no damage but are now inspired by the damage dealt to their leader,
Okay.
Frogamus Prime.
All right. I'm going to go after the one that's heavily injured first.
Okay.
That's a 17 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. That is 6 piercing damage.
He did.
Okay. Then I will do my extra attack to
That was
attack.
Crit Frog's bride, by the way. You've killed his wife. So now he grows even more furious.
I will go after one of the other frogs with my extra attack. Oh, that was almost a crit. 26 to hit.
26 is a hit and a half. Yeah.
Okay. So that's 10 piercing damage. And then I would like to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows, which lets me make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So my first unarmed strike is a 24 to hit,
That's a hit.
10 bludgeoning damage.
He is dead.
Okay. Are there any more frogs nearby that I can do my second unarmed strike?
There is one more frog near you.
Okay, 26 to hit. And I punch that frog for 8 bludgeoning.
Yeah. Rachel's down in frogs like crazy. All right. D-Walk, your turn. There is one frog on Rachel who has been hit once. There is the hero frog who looks like he's taken substantial damage. And then there are 2 other assistant frogs. Aide-de-camps, if you will, to the leader, fucking General Hoppington the Third.
All right, it ain't worth blowing that spell slot,
He
though.
went to military school. He went to VMA or VMI. VMA is an award that MTV gives for shitty shows. Okay, gotcha.
Right. Yeah, I'll fire off 2 more Eldritch Blasts at Froggy Prime.
Oh, you're gonna kill, or are you firing both at him?
Yeah.
Do you have to fire them at simultaneously, or do you get to choose one?
I can
and
choose
then another?
targets.
Well, I mean, do you have
So-
to choose the targets at the same time?
No.
Okay, well, fire the first one because
All right.
we're hyping up this frog, but he's a frog.
17 plus 8, 25.
Okay.
And then damage is 11.
Dead. Hero frog is down. Kill, steal, and bitch.
I don't
You
care.
got
Fuck
another-
that. Fuck
You
that
get another
guy.
blast, right?
Yes. I'll direct it to another frog since Callie seems to be holding her own now.
Okay, dope.
What do you mean now? I always hold my own.
I have someone else carry mine. It's 200 pounds.
14.
14 hits.
All right. And another 11 damage.
You hit him, but he's still awake.
All right. I stay in the background still, just camping out, just popping off sulfur blasts.
Okay, we got 3 frogs, 1 on Rachel, 1 on Nate, and then 1 has now focused his anger at you for killing their leader.
Then as a free action, I activate my armor of shadows.
Okay. I don't think you're going to have a problem. These frogs are terrible. That was on Rachel, miss. That was on Nate, miss. What's your AC, D-Walk?
That frog cleared like 30 feet?
It encroaches you. It can actually jump.
All right.
Long jump. Pretty good.
14.
14 total? Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to get you. 7 damage. I am killing with these frogs today. I have literally rolled 6 on a d6. Like, I don't know how many times. I critted Nate double 6s. So 7 damage to you. Nate, your turn.
Yes.
You have a frog on you?
7 damage to me. Is that what I heard?
No, it's to
To D-Walk. Okay. Now it's my turn.
Yes.
All right. So frog on me. Since the hero frog is dead, I'll go ahead and move the hunter's
We're
mark
just
over.
calling him that now. You guys gotta bury him with honors.
Yeah.
He's
So
Ceremony.
Little jacket with like little.
I'll
with
move the
tails.
hunter's mark over to the frog that's on me. So first attack is a 15.
that's a hit.
Okay, let's do the second attack, and I'll just do it all together. Second attack is not a miss, actually, a 7. So let's see. First attack takes 7 plus 2 is 9 plus a d6. Another 6, so 15 points of damage to the frog in front of me.
He is still up, but he is hurt.
Good.
Okay. Rachel, your go.
Right. I'm gonna attack this injured frog that I have on me. 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
That is 9 piercing damage.
Okay, dope. He is down.
Okay. So there are 2 frogs left.
2 frogs remaining. 1 on Nate, who is hanging on for dear life, and 1 on D-Walk, who caught a substantial blast, but probably won't last.
It'll
much
be
longer.
fine. I'm gonna go to the one that's on my dad and attack that frog. This is my extra attack. 26 to hit. That is 10 piercing damage.
He is dead.
Okay. How much movement was it to go from where I was to the one that was on my dad?
Wasn't very far.
I have
maybe
40 feet movement
You guys
speed.
both entered in the same area. You could probably get. I'll say I could say you could get to the one that went D-Walk. It did
Okay.
leap, but your movement speed is better. But if you're gonna move at full movement speed, you got to roll the dex or slip into the sludge.
I will roll dex. I got 14.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. So I'll go over there to the one that is on my dumb brother. And do I want to waste a key point on him? No.
Okay.
So just bonus action, 1 unarmed strike.
Okay,
24 to hit.
that's a hit.
I punch it for 7.
D-Walk, your turn. There's a new hero frog in town.
I move up behind this frog and I just punch it in the back of the head.
It's like, bitch.
All right. Pretty much point blank with both hands, 2 eldritch blasts to its face since
Okay.
it decided to hop up and try to bite me. So, 2d20s.
Just tell me the rolls.
I can't
flat
fucking
roll.
believe what I just rolled.
What'd you roll?
2 1s at the same fucking time.
Are you serious?
I am fucking serious, dude. I've never fucking snake eyes D20s at the same time.
That means Frog gets to go again.
Wow, Thresh.
Oh my
So-
god.
Really,
1 in 400 chance.
Oh my
really
god.
impressive there.
I'm trying to think what he does because he knows he's about to get clipped. He's going to lunge at Nate. Sacrificial suicide bomber frog.
Suicide bomber frog, fucking piece. Roll a 1. Don't you
Yeah.
dare.
He just misses and slides. Okay.
Okay, good.
Oh, your turn. God damn it. I wanted that bad. I wanted a crit frog to be
Uh.
reborn again in his brethren.
I'm still
All right.
fucking not believing that shit.
So I still have the 1 on me, or no? I have 2 on me, right?
No, just one. There's only one left.
Oh, there's only 1 left. Okay,
Yeah.
well, then that's the one I'm
Rachel
going to attack.
punched and then moved to get
Got
the other
it.
guy.
Got it. Okay.
And
All
with
right.
his dying breath, decided, I'm going to fuck Nate over.
Does a 12 hit?
It
No.
does.
It does hit. Okay.
Yeah, they all have 11 AC.
9 plus 5. 14 points of damage on the first attack.
Don't bother with the math.
Okay.
He was literally at 1 hit point.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking roll my second attack anyway, because fuck that motherfucking frog. Well, look at that, 24. Eat that, you son of a bitch. I'm just gonna
Kermit
stomp on it.
goes down. The frogs now lay. They're about 4 feet, right? These frogs, they're pretty big.
Mhm.
They're really good at stealth, and they sort of can hide in their slime. It's like their bog. But their bodies, when you kill them freshly, I like to imagine that they're kind of puffed up from like croaking as they're attacking, and you hit them, and they go, and they kind of like splatter some of the goop.
Just gonna walk across them like fucking stones.
Now I'm
to the
just
other
picturing
side.
them like those what are those, like pizza rolls? Is that what they
Yeah,
are?
where they kind of squeeze out the goop out the side and you heat them too long.
Or a hot pocket.
Oh man, that crit frog was a fucking beast.
Piece of
Mhm.
shit.
How bad are you guys off health wise?
I'm
How much damage did that frog do?
23 out of 49, so I'm at 26 out of 49.
Do we want to take a short rest?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking a short rest might be a good idea.
You want to sleep in the goop?
No, just a short
It's like
rest.
that Rage Against the Machine song, "Sleep Now in the Goop."
All right, time to take a short rest.
Do you add your con when you?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent.
So I got a D10 plus 3. So let's see what the first one looks like. So that's 8. No, I'm going to take a second one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 2 and get back up to full.
Good. 7 plus 3 is 10 more. So it doesn't quite get me to full, but it gets me pretty close.
So about the frogs, after you gank town the froggies, I can actually close the frog tab now. Okie doke. So you guys are in 1-0. There is a long pathway here. You guys are still gooped up on the feet, so I would move gingerly
Mhm.
Until you have a moment. You guys took a rest, but where did you guys rest?
Probably in that little bridgeway leading into 1-0.
Yeah.
Not in the goop itself.
Okay, just kind of dangling your feet off the edges.
Yeah.
Okay.
Soaking our toes, as it were. Or soaking our hooves, I should say. All right, so that long stretch that leads westward, is that a bridge?
Yes, it actually doesn't have any ridgeway on the side. It's just a flat piece.
Okay. So yeah, I'd say slowly but surely. But I imagine as we walk out into that, we get kind of a pretty good vantage point of some of the stuff that's around us, right?
Yep.
Okay. So what do we see? Paint us a word picture, DM.
You want to roll me some perceptions? I want to get a particular roll here.
8.
Well, that's not it.
14?
That's not it. D-Wizzle?
Sorry. What am I rolling?
Roll
Perception.
Me roll me a perception check. Roll me a deception check. I want to see if you can trick the... Kidding. Perception.
That would be 11.
Looks like a long walkway.
Man, we don't
Okey
see
doke.
shit.
As you continue to travel down said long walkway, you get up to room 1N. It sort of seems like a split. This looks like where maybe, well, you guys didn't get the other check, so this room doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to you. Any theories about why a room might be shaped like that?
Guard
Ass-
post.
Asshole interior decorator?
When you move to the right, it's a little tiny walkway. It's just like a little alcove.
Mhm.
When you walk the other way, it's an alcove that kind of splits and has a crossbar there. But you guys are sort of missing something in order to add context to it. So this room sort of seems like a oddly shaped room.
Like a letter
you-
A.
You can see kind of maybe some old bags and what look to be racks for gear, but the bags are empty and sort of worn away. And the racks where things used to be hung are no longer there.
Does 1N look out over 1C? Or does it connect to 1C?
It's underneath. 1C
So 1C is
up.
above it.
Yeah.
So we just see the bottom of it.
Exactly. You'd see a wall. You know there's something over there because there wouldn't be a ridgeway around it.
You're right. And then that little, like, if you were to turn around and go back out of 1N, there's like a little 10-foot by 10-foot area there on that long hallway. Is that a balcony looking over 1M?
No, that's underneath. Okay, so when you would go up forward past 1N to where the thing would go into sort of like a Y shape
Yep.
towards 1C, that is like this.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
One goes up, one stays low on the ground. So the area you guys are at now is lower. The other
Mhm.
one goes up higher.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that's why 1C looks over 1N. That's why 1M is higher than the
Sure.
little alcove.
Okay.
Right.
That makes sense. All right. So 1N is just a weird room.
1N is a room that does a thing that, because you guys didn't get the check when you walked over the big empty space, will not make sense.
Okay.
Actually, since you guys are thinking about it so much and you're kind of over in that area, I'll let you guys roll it again, but it's not going to change the roll.
No.
D-Walk?
That's even
22.
worse.
22. There you go. All of this sort of area that you can kind of see is shadowy, sort of surrounding things, is actually, it's dark down there, but if you listen, you can start to hear little drops of water falling down and hitting a big pool of water underneath you. So this is completely above, these little walkways are above a massively flooded area. That's actually a bigger clue than it sounds like.
All right.
Given
Can I
the
look
fact-
over?
Yeah, you can look
Can I
over.
look? All right. I look over.
It's still dark. I mean, it's a ways before you get to where the water would be. If you listen real carefully, now that you know kind of what you're looking for, you can hear it drop maybe about, 100 feet before it hears.
Hey, Pops, let me see that torch again.
Okay. I'll give him the standard torch out of my bag.
Light it. Drop it.
This is the regular, I paid for this torch, right?
Oh,
Okay.
yes. This is not
Yeah.
the magic torch.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you drop it and it kind of falls for about maybe 90 to 100 feet and then splish. Goes out. There is for sure water down there. And as a matter of
Anything-
fact, now that
Did anything react
yeah,
to
that's
one of the
what-
torch hitting?
No. It was sort of off in the distance.
All right.
But the context now that you needed in order to understand room 1N, it looks like, and you can kind of put this together with those tubes that you came in through, right? These things sort of pump water in and out at certain levels in order to adjust the water level inside this place. You're not certain what exactly that it's used for, but you know that is a function that this building would have. That's the only reason you can imagine having sort of like a sewer drainage out the side of a building
So this-
that high up.
Place legit floods completely at times.
Which is why so many of these things sort of seem like walkways. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, Pops, we're in a giant ass toilet.
Yeah, you guys see? Like the gym bag. Just like the gym bag. It's all gym bags from here on
We've
out.
got to
guys.
work on your metaphors for damn sure. But,
Okay. The
yeah,
place fills up and flushes out those pipes we came in.
that's better.
Flushes out the pipes.
Flushes out the
If
pipes.
I weren't the DM, I would put a 20-minute
Yeah.
segment on that. But I have to be mature. For only 1 minute about boners.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about that myself, to be honest. But
Boners?
yes. Always worried about boners. Inconvenient boners. All right. Well, that's
So-
good to know.
You guys were investigating room 1N, right?
Yes.
Because of the way the water seems like it works and sort of the racks that are here, it looks like maybe this might have been a place where they would have used like some sort of boat dock where a boat could come in through the bottom and then lift up in order to deliver cargo to higher level areas. That just sort of, you guys aren't necessarily naval people, but this area being completely surrounded by water logically makes sense that would be something that would happen. They
It's
would
like
be
the
able to-
locks in a canal.
Yeah, except it's like a tower. So how do you get a bunch of stuff with
Yeah.
they're just priests and stuff like that are here? How would they?
Yeah,
would
you'd,
carry all
you'd,
that
you'd
shit.
flood everything, but you just have to make sure you evacuate the lower levels before you decide.
Right. Either that or everyone gets water breathing potions.
Yeah, that too.
They could go Warhammer and just purify the heretics.
Yeah. know your flood clock.
That's right. All right. Well, if we get the sense of that, I guess we could make our way over to the crossroads there and then decide whether we want to go up to... I'm assuming the stairwell at 1A is what leads up to the second floor?
I don't know. You'd have to go take a look.
I'm just trying to judge by the way it's drawn.
I lean over your shoulder, look at the map. Yep. We're fucked.
Yeah.
You know, I hadn't considered a thing, and it's really misleading. Actually, no.
Okay.
Looking at it with two maps, I had done them. I had done one, and then I moved on to the second map, and I was not thinking about that. I knew where they connected, but
Okay.
okay. Don't make
So-
okay. So to cover, don't think that A connects to A, B connects to B. That's not a thing. I
Okay.
just labeled them as I came across them. If I were
Gotcha.
better at this, I would have done that.
Let's take a family trip. Let's go through some waterways. Let's steal golden mask from a holy relic. Be fun, they say.
Is that a
Yeah.
Die Hard joke?
Yes.
Is that a Die Hard joke about the Panama Canal? Nakatomi Canal.
Well, there's still plenty more to look at down here, but I guess it would be interesting to see what's up on that ledge up there at 1C before we make our way kind of further north.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll take that corridor into the Y, and then we'll go up and take a look at what's in 1C.
1C has a bunch of what looks to be monitoring equipment. This looks like a further I guess piece of the proving puzzle. This sort of looks like where they would maybe lower things down to get it onto the boat.
Okay.
Were these
And-
monks or seamen?
Monks and seamen go together like peas and carrots, bro. I should have said priests and seamen because Rachel plays a monk. Sorry. Sorry. You guys are getting there. You guys are really kind of doing all these little. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Sorry, we keep lobbing up softballs.
No, it wasn't about the jokes.
Oh, okay. I don't want to leave the level just yet, but what's going on down there at 1B?
That is a okay. This passage leads to a massive gated porthole, much like the ones you entered through, but a much larger scale and with a series of enormous mechanical gears and rods. They are held tight by an incredible force. And through tightly knit crossbars, you can see out over a vast ocean, churning malevolently as lightning strikes repeatedly in the distance. You guys have been in here for a little while. Seems like maybe things have gotten kind of rough.
Storms moved in.
It's really choppy seas. You guys can go ahead and roll perceptions if you want to look out of there. The bars, though, are crossbars. They're too close for you to...
17.
There you go. What else
21.
did you guys... 21? Do you walk?
No.
Okay. Off into the murky distance across the vast sea, you can make out a spire of sorts, a large yet faint statue. It's difficult to make out exactly what it is, but it looks like maybe this could have something to do with maybe this location being used as some sort of site.
Is that something I assume we did not see it while we were on the boat?
No, you came in from the other side of the boat. They dropped you off at the wall you were going to climb and enter through, and it was too far off. You had to really travel all the way across this thing to look out the other side. And even then, with a perception any lower, you wouldn't have been able to see. Okay. It's just foggy and...
Sure. Okay. Well...
What is it a statue of?
It's hard to tell at the top of it, but it definitely looks like it goes up quite a ways. Mm-hmm. It's kind of narrow. It's not like a rocky outcropping. It definitely looks like a statue of some sort.
Okay. Is it to the south?
It comes out where 1B would exit. This map isn't oriented for north, south, east, and west because it's just in the direction. But the opposite side of this compound, in the opposite direction, is where the beach was, where dockside is. Then this is out here, and then further out, way off into the distance in the opposite direction of where the beach was, is what looks to be like maybe the base that comes out of the water of a statue out in the middle of the sea.
Okay, so that's not something that we're gonna get to from where we are, unless there's... Okay.
Good. Just know that you see a statue. I didn't think it was going to be that much of a...
Okay.
So I'm not trying to autocorrect. I'm just trying to like...
You dangled something in front of us, but no, I get it.
Sorry, it was world building. That's what I'm just going to say about everything now.
Okay.
World building.
All right. Well, so we've got, looking at the map, kids, we got two ways to go. We can either go through 1D and then learn this long, narrow corridor up to 1E, or we can go the other way through 1M. Either way, we're going to meet up at room 1F.
When you guys pass the 1A, the staircase to 1A, it goes straight up very, very, very tightly, and you can see, like, pretty quick, there's a series of doors. Since you guys passed by it twice. A staircase appears before you, rising aggressively into a large set of solid bronze doors. A relief is carved into the frame. A large pool of water with a singular green stone in the center. And in the distance, in the engraving, submerged in the pool, what appears to be a series of large spines jut out from the water. So I could have drawn this, but I didn't have my drawing. So I had to remake everything. Imagine it's a green circle. Everything else on the door is just a relief kind of carved into bronze, but in the center of it is what's a painted green circle. And from that, around that circle is a pool of water and then sharp tines coming out of it, almost like a fork. And there are 9 of them coming out of the water. But what you do know about the door is that it is, upon any inspection whatsoever, the door is sealed completely, and no seam appears to exist, allowing no escape of the air within this structure. It is almost as if like somebody used some sort of like metal shape to seal it completely.
Would an Arcana check tell me for sure?
It looks like it was engineered. You can just looking at it, you can tell that it looks like it was something done by... They might have used magic in order to heat the metal.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Well, obviously something either didn't want anything going in there or anything coming out of it. Either way, I'm not really in a big hurry to find out, especially since we've still got quite a bit on this floor to figure out. So 1D or 1M? What do you guys think?
We can say as you get to the fork, you'll be able to see what's in 1D. It's sort of up here, and it's got one of those kind of rings from where the staircase goes up above it.
Okay, actually, though, as I'm looking at this, are my eyes deceiving me, or does there Is there a way to go north out of 1M, or is that a wall?
No, that's just a blockade. You can't go north, so you have to go through the 1D area. But you can just see as you get to where the fort is.
All
off
right.
to 1D. Yeah, this raised segment of stone is littered with the bodies of what appears to be an orc raiding party. Their bodies eaten away by time and the slow erosion of ever-present moisture. You go ahead and roll a perception. This is sort of like the goblins you saw earlier. Investigation will work too, since you guys will be able to really spend time with it. Oh, you got it, Nate.
Oh, okay.
24.
Say again.
24.
Rachel?
15.
All of you got it. These bodies were burnt. These are, it looks to be more fresh. Their bodies have been burnt, but it's hard to tell what they were burnt by necessarily. But they are seriously singed. They just haven't been eroded long enough to get rid of all of the sears. They were really burnt.
And how many?
There are like 6 or 7.
Okay.
If I try to pick up a skull, does it crumble in my hands?
No. What?
All right.
What, you want to play golf again?
Oh, no, I'm going to pick it up
These are
and make
heavier.
talk
It's
like a
gonna-
puppet.
You could, I guess.
Is
I'm not
this-
certain exactly what David thinks when he finds bodies. He's like, can I play with the body? Can I make it into a puppet?
Can I take a selfie with the dead guy?
Fuck yes.
What movie was that in?
That wasn't a movie. That was fucking Sean in fucking
It was
Duty
Duty
Land.
Land, yeah.
No, that was in fucking Full Metal Jacket.
Oh.
All right, anyway. He didn't say selfie, he just wanted a photo with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you look at 1D, it has sort of a snaking path that goes back down and around to 1E. This
1E.
entire area here has a really high wall. It's about twice the size of a regular, almost like it was being constructed.
The long snaky pathway does?
Yeah, so it's sort of
Okay.
like you're in what you would like in a labyrinth, how they would have a high wall so you couldn't see on either side.
So I'm curious about 1M. I mean, we've
Um,
looked up, we've seen what 1D is.
Right.
If 1D is 1D above 1M?
1D's higher, you can see down into it, but it's just a blank floor. Keep in mind that a lot of these that you guys are stopping to investigate are platforms. So they're like balconies. So it's like you're
Okay.
going through a hotel and stepping on every balcony and looking around and being like, nothing here. And then moving to the next balcony.
Gotcha.
So like, think of this as like a work floor, right? There were people coming in here, moving boats from section to section, lowering the water, moving over here, lifting it up so they can get to other sides of this. It's like a gear building using water pressure in order to move crate and freight throughout.
Okay.
So a lot of these are like where the manager would stand in order to direct when to lower and heighten the water, and they have to have them on different levels in order to. Anyway.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Well, I mean, in that case, I would say if we look at if we're on 1D and we look down and there's nothing of interest in 1M, then we would just make our way towards 1E.
1E will put you on the other side. Remember when you guys were in 1S, you guys could see across. That was the room where the mouse sort of escaped. On the other side, you could see there was a radiant glow kind of coming out of this side, right? So as you approach up to 1E, it says, from the room ahead, you can see a radiant glow emanating an emerald luminescence. And go ahead and roll a perception, Rachel only.
15.
You notice that same small mouse who, upon your approach, runs into the glowing room. The room where the same as the firewalls before.
Okay. Did you guys see the mouse again?
I did not. I'm sorry.
A mouth with a skull? No.
It was the same one. That mouse is following us.
Like, I'll get a skull. Yeah, dude, she took too many to the head.
Okay, so I'm going to call a real quick time thing here because timing is sort of important. All right?
Okay.
Give me the next 2 actions you guys are going to do back to back. Go ahead, Rachel first, Nate, then D-Walk.
I'm gonna head into the room and look for the mouse.
It ran into 1F, like the room with the firewalls.
Okay. Is there anything of note in 1E as I go through it?
It looks like a staging room that goes into another. So like that's the transition from a flat sort of walk around and look and kind of area into an enclosed security door type deal.
Okay. I'm just going to move through 1E to 1F.
And you do those 2 turns back to back, right? You follow.
Yeah. I mean, I have like 40-foot movement speed, so I can go pretty quick.
Okay. Well then, since you had the perception, we'll say that you could have kept the mouse in your vision the whole time.
Okay.
Okay. The mouse runs straight through the fire. No issue. All 3 walls. Right through it. Nate? I'm assuming you're stopping. You don't have the you don't have the green one, so.
Right, but Kelly's going into the room. I assume I would just follow her, assuming that I know that I'm going to need a torch again at some point to get through these flame walls.
Right.
It's really all I can think to do. If there's nothing else to really pay attention to, I would just assume I'd follow her.
Well, let's do both turns in order. So let's say D-Walk went first. Rachel would have to see it. But D-Walk has the green torch. Let's say you get there around the same time. You could unlock the first wall, and then is that what you guys were wanting to do? Try to do it as quick as possible?
I guess the idea here is that we want to get through these and keep up with the mouse.
Yeah.
If you don't want to keep up with the mouse, that's fine. But I was giving you guys 2 turns because it kind of got a head start. So
I would say whatever we need to do, whatever series of actions we need to take in order to get through these walls as quickly as possible, not to lose sight of the mouse, that's what we would want to do.
Okay.
I hand Callie my torch.
So lazy.
No, Thresh is more tripping on the fact that one room they got burnt alive in a place that floods everything else. So now he's curious on where the fire came from.
Good point.
So that's partially why I have the skull, because now I'm checking the skull and the ash in the skull and fucking with it as I'm walking.
It would be difficult for you to determine what caused the fire. All you know is that the remains were badly burned and then over time had been washed away by water, lift, sink, whatever. But these ones were more fresh than the others, so they're not completely washed away or eroded yet. But we'll say.
So I actually have a fleshy on my head?
Yeah, there's still some texture to this guy.
All right,
he's
cool.
like zombified, but he's like
That
mummified
works.
or whatever.
Then I'll study it as I walk with the torch. When we get to the wall, I throw it into the green flame first.
Okay.
And then I touch it with the torch.
Okay. When you if you throw the skull that still has flesh onto it, when it goes through, it fucking eviscerates itself into like particulate matter. It's like, imagine like an incinerator getting some like maybe softened bone density orc face, just turn it into dust.
Hypothesis proven.
But if you touch it, the wall goes down. The next one would be blue, if I'm not mistaken. Red, if I'm not mistaken. Red. So then that would be 1-2 for you.
Okay. Then this is a different order, because the first one we went to, it was green, blue, red. But this one is green and then red?
It's green, red, or no, it would have been blue, red, green. Okay. Because the green was from the other side.
Okay. Yeah, because we could see a green light from coming through from over there.
I was reading it backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once all the walls are down, there's the crossbeam. You can go back the other way, which is where they would have raised the water. They could have put things on this walkway, lifted it up, picked it up onto 1M, marched it over, loaded it on the dock on the other side. If you go to the left, when you walk through there into 1G, you guys can see into that hallway. It is an empty room with a large bronze pool in the center. From your distance, unless you walk into the room, it'd be difficult to see what's in it. But it is out of place. It is super ornate.
Is it set into the floor or it's raised up?
It is part of the structure, it looks like.
Okay. I guess we're rounding the corner then.
Okay, so you're going into 1G?
Yeah, because the hallway down to the right is just, like you said, a platform. So
Yeah. Well, that distance is pretty close. You guys could have jumped if you wanted. There's a little raise, so you could have jumped down.
oh, I see what you're saying.
Before you lays a bronze pool of crystal clear water. It is ornately decorated and shows no sign of age or wear. Anyone that wants to roll a perception, go ahead.
15.
Nate. Rachel got it?
Nope, that's a 7.
Oh, I thought you had rolled a 14.
No, that was the last time.
D-Walk?
17.
Okay. Both you and Rachel notice that there's mist that's slowly filling the room around you. We hope you enjoyed listening to The Mask and the Mechanism. It is a custom game by me. Thank you so much. Our cast includes me as that guy who isn't in this game. And also 3 other people who are assholes to me pretty much the entire time. And a frog who is going to be everyone's favorite character. His name is Gregarious Pete, and he's a frog. If you'd like to support us, consider donating on Patreon. That's patreon.com/freelance_heroism. And there'll be more episodes and shit. You'll love it. God,
Yeah,
can we please get a new president? Jesus Christ.
Please.
I don't like this old one. It's broken. This old one's busted. Yeah, this president's like an Atari 2600. I mean, even when it's doing its best, it's not very good. All it can do all day is play with tanks. It's just like the Atari 2600.